This is On Approach. Welcome to episode 10.
63, climb maintain 13,000.
13,000, Tempo 63.
463, contact the New York Center 128.3.
28 ready, Tempo 63, good day. Hello, Captain.
Welcome back, everyone. On Approach is a weekly flight sim and aviation enthusiast podcast covering user-submitted topics and news on the SkyLounge.tv. Diving straight in, welcoming our hosts from the top. We've got Mr. Mark.
Hello!
Hello, Mr. Mark. Then we've got Mr. Brian, aka B Crawley 57.
Hello, everyone.
Dude, what's with your hand?
A big ass hand.
I don't know how you bring it up like from the middle. I don't understand like where. You have like a double joint on your elbow or some shit. A left hand on your right or a right on your left. That looks creepy. And last but definitely not least, Mr. Keven, aka.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm at the bottom of the list.
You're
guys.
at the bottom of the pile today, man. You're at the bottom. It's a Brian sandwich today.
I got some wine tonight.
All right, dude.
You guys have to drink.
I've got some wine as well. Cheers, sir. Salud.
In a simple glass. It has to be a fancy glass.
You know, I tried to ask for a fancy glass, and she refused to give me a fancy glass. So I got a very simple glass, but it's effective at holding the wine that I'm making go away. By the end, it'll just be a glass.
It's bagged wine, right?
No, bro.
Is your
bagged
glass
wine?
half empty or half full?
Bagged wine? Never. Never wish that upon anyone.
Oh, I bet you're one of these fuckers that don't like screw tops either.
I don't really mind. I don't mind how it's topped off as long as it's a bottle.
Moving on.
Moving on to the show. Here we go. Lots of good topics this week. Starting off, free PC Aviator March deals. This one submitted by Strike Eagle 78. This guy is a self-proclaimed Captain Cheapskate. As you all should know by now, I'm Captain Cheapskate. So let's find a deal where we can buy Puerto Rico for free. So the thing is, PC Aviator, a great website / store by the way, is giving away a free copy of MegaSceneryEarth V3's Puerto Rico, which is photoreal scenery, with any purchase. Right? But he discovered that also until March 2017, until March 31st, when you're signed into your account, you have a $5 off code. So he went on the mission of finding what he could buy with his $5 off code, which would end up being free, and then would also give him the photoreal for free, right? The photoreal is $15. And sure enough, he finds a download for, I don't know, something METAR for $3.48. And then he gets the free Puerto Rico, which is a $15 value, and he ends up paying $0.
Genius.
It's absolutely genius. It really is. And this is the second time that he's brought the Sky Lounge a killer deal like this. T-Dub also says, work like a charm. I now have a GPS unit and Puerto Rico for a grand total of $0. He's really good at doing this. I love this kind of stuff. If any of you out there find deals like this, like, bring them on. Like, we want to talk about this. This is awesome.
Look at his avatar. Look at his avatar. He looks like someone who deals shit.
You would not buy a used car off this guy, would you?
It does. It does. Definitely does. Oh my god.
See, guys, you do not need to pirate. You just need to know how to play the system.
That's it.
Great stuff. Great stuff for sure. So, Mr. Strike Eagle, thank you for that submission, and I hope you all enjoy your free MegaSceneryEarth V3 Puerto Rico.
If you do it on a Tuesday, you get 10% off as well, is it?
Yes, that's true. So if you purchase on a Tuesday, you get an additional 10% off.
10% off nothing is pretty nothing.
Yeah, definitely, man. More big hardware news. The GeForce GTX 1080 Ti has been released as discussed in last week's show. Mr. Pear brings us this topic. Full specs have been released.
I want to get it.
All sorts of good stuff. You're going for it?
I want to get it. Well, it's so
I want to get it as
expensive.
well.
Outperforms the
Yeah,
Titan X.
$700. Is
Yeah,
it $700?
$699, yeah.
That's US dollars.
I mean, that's not bad, seeing the Titans came out at like $1,000
This
over
is
here.
a monster card.
Yep. It looks
Maybe
quite
with
promising.
my, if I get a bonus this year, I might have to invest.
Here's
What, a
some charts.
£15 piece?
Look at that gain.
£15 pizza.
Well, it's all. You can't trust those graphs, but I can't wait to see what P3D is like on this card and Xplane as well.
Yeah, I mean, the reviews are already starting to come in from real reviewers, too. I mean, this data we're looking at is PC World tests. But the gamers are already reviewing this thing and giving it extremely high marks. It's a crusher. This thing is kick-ass.
And
So
great.
For those of you waiting to buy hardware, for those of you kind of on hold, I don't think it's going to get much better than this for a while, man. This card.
Well, the thing for P3D, well, for all gaming purposes, yes. P3D, it's hard to pinpoint where the bottleneck is sometimes. So sometimes getting a bigger graphics card might not help your frames or anything. It's hard to pinpoint the bottleneck on those systems with P3D.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it boils down to CPU or GPU, but it's kind of a weird combo in the end. CPU is gigahertz kind of rules everything right now. I wonder how much that's going to shift once we go 64-bit.
I don't think it's going to change that much.
It might do, because Xplane is 64-bit, and you really want a lot of VRAM. It loves VRAM, so maybe that's going to come into play when we get 64-bit.
And this has
P3D.
got, I think it's 11 gigs? Yeah.
11 gigs, man.
11.
That's ludicrous.
11.
That's absolutely insane.
When asked why 11 gigs of RAM, NVIDIA said, it's about the right amount for games. It's amazing, right?
How many 4K textures can you hold on 11 gigabyte? I'm curious to see that.
insanity.
It's 4 megabytes per picture, so that's a lot of textures.
That's a lot. So they also referenced the Spinal Tap movie, saying that everything should have 11, as on the dial. In the movie Spinal Tap, they have an amplifier and it goes up to 11.
Yeah, because it's one louder, isn't it?
It's one louder. That's right. Now, cool stuff. Thank you for that, Mr. Pear. Moving on, we've got one from Mr. B. Crawley 57. ORBX Australia getting some ORBX loving, but in 2018. Mr. B?
Yeah, I mean, Australia was the first region. It came out, I think, 2007, and it shows now. The technology shows.
It does.
There is going to be an update to the lighting for the current Australia, but I'm afraid it's next year before we will get the Australia that we really want.
When a lot of people ask what ORBX to get, which ones to get first, Australia never really makes the list for me.
New Zealand always.
New Zealand always makes the list. Hopefully this update changes that, because there are some really beautiful scenes in Australia. I think this is really the only kind of updated shot we have, but it's about time. It's about time.
I haven't been back to the ORBX Australia for a while, but we did have water squares that kept popping up and stuff.
Yeah,
It was
and there's
just
an obvious transition.
Hopefully all of that has been fixed or going to be fixed.
There is an obvious transition between the 4 previous regions as well. You can see it in that screenshot.
Yeah, Maka22AU posted a screenshot over on the ORBX forums, and yeah, look at this transition. That is weird.
Yeah, that's strange as hell.
It literally looks stitched together, right? There's no transition there. That's crazy. So yeah, really hoping to see the end of that for sure. Thank you for that.
That was the first one they did.
Thank you, Mr. Crawley.
2007, so that means that ORBX is 10 years old now.
Yeah, happy birthday, ORBX. Next one submitted by me, RyanAir. Boss mode landing, reversers on before touching the ground. This is crazy. This made the rounds on the internet this past week. It was on more than just aviation forums. It went pretty viral. This is insane.
It's RyanAir though, wouldn't it? Never got enough fuel on board. Probably about to run out.
Dude, look at this landing. Apparently it was a tactic used to kind of stabilize it and get it on the ground fast. There it is. Look at that.
Of course they're going to get it on the ground fast. He's going to run out of fuel any second.
The thing with reversers, from what I know, they are locked until you touch the ground.
So I did a little research about that. They're apparently on this plane, on this model, they are able to be engaged under a certain speed, not relative to like the wheels being on the ground or anything.
All right.
So it apparently is a tactic. Look at that. They're already open right there. That's nuts.
So that PMDG simulates that.
I don't know. You have to try it and let us know.
Squirrely landing as well.
Yeah, the nasty crosswinds. Ah, so that's how they make their landing so hard, says Rob.
Yeah, they're renowned for
the Ryan scare.
The Ryan scare.
Yeah, 18 quid for a bag of peanuts. You get slapped in the face when you get on board.
Wow. You don't fly RyanAir much anymore, do you, Sparky?
No.
I refuse to.
That's better on that topic.
How do they compare?
The luggage.
How do they compare with like EasyJet?
EasyJet. I've only flown EasyJet to Schiphol, and they were absolutely brilliant.
Really? I would have thought that EasyJet was cheaper.
From gate to gate, gate to gate, they were fine.
Because RyanAir is a classic airline, right? Like, I mean, they've been around for fucking ages.
They've been around a long time, but their customer service...
You pay more for the luggage than your own ticket.
Moving on, we've got updated CaptainSim 777 1.8 update with iPad support. This is pretty cool, man. They have added compatibility for multiple devices to run an FMC outside of the simulator. They call it the 777 Connect. You can see here on the update page, takes us to the actual product. So 777 CDU on your Android tablet or smartphone, Apple, iPhone, or iPad. I mean, they hit all the marks. And then some. $9.99.
That's good price.
Yeah,
good price. I've got a similar one for the 777 and 737. I think Mr. B uses it as well on my iPad.
Yeah, they do it for the Airbus as well.
Yeah, the Airbus. Virtual Avionics do it, and it's not that cheap. But it's very good. Works well, but it's not that cheap. So yeah, kudos to them for doing that and keeping the price down.
Yeah, so
if PMDG were to do that, it would cost like $30-40.
I know, right? It's basically like they jumped out in front of the third-party developers, right? It's like, why are we going to let them do it if the people are wanting this product? If we can build it, we have everything we need to do so. Like, build it, release it, money in our pockets.
Yes,
no, it's pretty awesome for sure. So it looks to me like you have to buy 777 Connect for Windows, right? So you now run the client on Windows, but then you...
Server.
Yeah, that's like the server, right? Hold on. Must be installed to transfer data. Yeah, so that's the server. You install that on your machine, so that's one additional resource, though. So that's to be considered too, right? We should try and find out what type of
Honestly,
resource hit that's going to take.
Honestly, the one I use, it uses the same system. Yeah, it runs a little client. They're very light clients, very light.
Yeah.
You won't notice any difference.
Nice.
Impact.
Well, it's CaptainSim, so you might be amazed. I don't have a good reputation with a good experience with CaptainSim.
Please do share.
Well, it's been many years ago though, but it might have changed by then. So I'm saying that, but it might have changed. I need to give him the chance. But for many years, I've tried to fly their 757, and early when they released the 777, and it was filled with bugs. It was unflyable. It was very complicated to install, and it was laggy. It was very, very not optimized, and the performance wasn't great. But those things could have changed by then. I haven't flown their airplane for years now, but that's what it was back in my days.
It's definitely nice to see them doing something. It's been a while since they did something, and it's nice to see that they're hitting it at the technology level more than just like we're gonna put out another plane or not. Like they're hitting this at like the technology level. So right with this, they're kind of making a statement. I feel they're making a statement that we want to get more serious. And to get more serious, we know what you need as simmers. You need additional tools. You want stuff. I think this is a really, really cool approach. So very exciting, and we'll see how it goes. I do own the 777. I don't fly the 777. I bought it for model matching when they did their everything $10 sale that they do every year. But I will consider grabbing this and, I don't know, installing it and seeing how it works and pushing some buttons and stuff. And
they are very competitive with the PMDG market with the 777. They're very, very active on that one.
I want to
look forward to watching that stream, Edson.
Oh, hey! I didn't say I was going to stream it, man.
I look forward to seeing that, getting you out the Airbus. I mean, I know the Airbus is a lovely plane, but come on, man, you got to step up your game. I want to see you fly the 737 PMDG. I want to see you flying the Queen of the Skies 2. Come on, Edson, you got to step your game up, man. Get out the Airbus.
I need more wine before I fly the Queen. I look at the Queen like it's going to be quite an achievement if I'm able to jump in. You know, this sounds so dirty. If I'm able to jump into the Queen, if I no,
the Queen of the Sky.
If I'm able to do the Queen, no, that doesn't work either. The Queen of the Sky, yeah. So the Queen of the Sky for me is going to be like an achievement. That's like a milestone. I want to get more proficient in the Airbus to the point where I'm entering my flight plans myself. When I do that, I will then, instead of just importing them from a file, when I start entering them myself, I feel like then I'll be ready to kind of jump into the into the Queen of the Sky. Like I want to be a little more comfortable with, oh shit, how do I change this route? Or oh shit, how do I add this route? But we'll see. I will own the 747.
If you program the box properly, you don't need to.
Yeah, there's that too, huh? Following up, we've got a post by Mr. Aviator Moser. If you're an ORBX owner, are you randomly losing drive space? Here's how to get it back. Came across this one myself. I seemed to be hemorrhaging gigabytes somewhere and I couldn't see why. Then I noticed in the settings of FTX there's a little button marked clear unfinished downloads. Clicked it and got 28 gigs back. Happy me, more room for airports. This one originally posted by the Real Wireline over on Reddit. Yeah.
That's a lot of space.
I'll take 28 gigs. And look at this. No one responded. 28 gigs is a whole lot.
I guess you just buy more hard drives and it fixes it.
Yeah, I guess. But definitely, you know, something to look out for if you're an ORBX owner. Check to see if this is taking up space, man. We'd love to hear if you saved space by clearing unfinished downloads. We'd love to hear about it. So let us know.
When you're running on a 3 terabyte drive, 28 gigs is nothing.
Next topic, WazzModz Custom PSU extension cables, handcrafted. So I found this one when searching around for ways to make the case look just another touch cleaner. Having just recently completed the build of Black Betty 2, I wanted, you know, some final touches. And I came across this company. The guy makes these like they're homemade, and so he can make them in any color combination you want. He has some pre-made ones as well. What's cool about this, and what really got my attention, was these are simply extension cables, right? So you've already done the work of building your machine and running all your cables along the back and tying them up real nice. This makes it so you don't have to undo all that. You can simply unplug it from, let's say, your GPU and plug in the extension cable, shove the rest into the back, and now you have the beautiful cable on the visible side of the motherboard and all the messy shit in the back without you having to recable. Because you can buy custom cable solutions, but that would mean you're replacing the entire thing, which means unplugging it from the power supply all the way up to each device, right? In this case, you don't have to do it that way. It's just an extension. So, really, really cool.
Very interesting indeed.
Yeah, very, very
But
cool.
I wouldn't spend money on this just to change the look inside of my computer, which sits outside of my room.
What do you mean
between
it sits
two
out?
walls?
You have your computer outside of your room?
Yeah, on the
Where?
other side
So-
of the wall.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I don't hear the fans. I don't hear nothing. It's complete silence here. I hear my monitors buzzing.
If you hear your
That's-
fans, you did something wrong.
No, screw that.
Yeah, mine's dead silent. Both my machines are dead silent, and they're air cooled.
I can't
It's
hear
not
this
silent enough. It's not silent enough for me.
shit. You have sensitive ears.
I have very sensitive ears. So I don't look at my computer. It's just I look at the case on the outside. Just don't care about the inside. So I'm not gonna spend money on this. But it does look cool.
Yeah, but people are very anal about how their cases look, and this is a good, you know, it's a
Yeah.
good solution.
Yeah, it's a good solution to not have to like redo your entire rig, and I like that about it. I do. I mean, that's just real clean right there, dude. That's sexy
Yeah.
for sure. So if you want to know
That's
more,
beautiful.
check out WazzModz.com. And
How much are they,
Let them
though?
know. Let them know we sent you. Let's see. So motherboard extension cable, $40. The GPU ones are between. We use mostly the 6-pin, so $11.50 each one. There's 2 in most of the high-end cards, so about $25 or so. This is very reasonably priced.
Well, you can buy a scenery for that price.
I looked at the color options as well, and I was like, hey, no gold. I wanted some gold, man.
They don't want you
yellow.
It's
Yeah, there's yellow, but it's not saffron. it's yellow.
They need some RGB cables.
No RGB cables. Next topic. This one submitted by DGram 1284. Mr. David, welcome to the Sky Lounge. Sweet rain and thunder sounds for the price of free. This is awesome.
We love that.
Yeah, we definitely love free stuff. David says, came across this going through the new files in the AvSim library. This is amazing. Let's see if we can find the video here. So I have this installed myself, and it sounds amazing. When you hear the rain falling from the cockpit, it's actually hitting glass. It's hitting a surface. It's a beautiful change from default for sure.
When I listened to it the other day, I completely jumped when I heard the thunder. Sounds incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome, and it's got all the different levels. So you have hard rain, soft rain, etc. The directions are pretty straightforward as well. You back up your original precipitation and thunder sounds. If you didn't know, that's how they're divided. And you drop these in, and you're good to go. Super, super great and free. Thank you for that, Mr. David. Thank you.
I'll have to be. I haven't scooped that yet, but I'll probably scoop that after the show.
Well worth it, bro. Well worth it. Moving on, Milviz announces the ATR-72. This one posted by Pincom 2016. Yes.
How many airplanes do they have in development?
I'm glad somebody said it. I'm excited, but at the same time, that very question, how many airplanes do you have in development? These guys have ass loads in development. Where's my MU2? Because that's the one I really want. But where is that? The Beaver, right? They're doing the Beaver as well, I believe, and many, many more. I feel like they take things to a level of outside modeling and then announce it to be quick, to scoop them up so that maybe nobody else does it or something. I don't know. But this one scooped by, looks like FS Elite.
Yeah, when they release things, it's great quality when Milviz releases stuff. But they only release stuff like maybe once a year, twice a year. So with all the projects in development here, we'll have to wait for like 3-4 years to get something out of this. But I can't wait for the ATR because that's a missing part of this community. We don't have a good one.
And Mr. Sparks, they fly FedEx.
Yes, I have an ATR. I've got a
shitty one. Virtual call. Virtual call.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's shit. It's shit. It looks like a plastic model, and the inside is like stickers posted on it.
Yep, that's the one. But I do have a FedEx delivery for it.
But the outside is nice in that one. It does look good from the outside, minus the strobe light that flashes inside too.
Yeah, fly it from the outside. That's it.
Yes, fly it from the outside, exactly. Next topic posted by Mr. Rob Skip. Blackbox Simulations Bulldog V2 released.
You're gonna love this.
I missed this.
You're gonna love this plane, Edson, because it's ugly as hell, and you'll love that.
I like the ugly ones.
Yeah.
Wait, not in all senses. Only in airplanes. Ooh.
It's on primer as well.
Whoa, yeah!
Lovely.
Show me the whole plane, though, please. Oh my! Oh my! Oh, we're going vertical. Let's see it from the outside. Let's see. Ooh! I think I'm sold.
Yeah, it's another very British classic trainer. It's I mean that's been used by the military for many years as a trainer.
Definitely worth looking into here. Let's see what we have. Scottish Aviation Bulldog, $15. That's in the $20 club.
Look at the ratings, though.
That's in the $20 club. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 2 out of 5 stars, 31
I don't know if
votes.
it's just haters. But
yeah, there's no actual review. It's just...
No.
It could be haters.
But $15 for what it is, just for the beautiful look of it. Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
I guess so. How's the cockpit though? Haven't seen the cockpit though. The gauges and stuff.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah.
That's good looking. For $15, come on.
Yeah. So Blackbox also makes a heavy, yeah? Don't they make the?
Well, they sort of makes a heavy. It's like an alpha prologue. It's been for like 5 years.
Oh, okay.
That's why there are some haters out there.
Oh, I see.
And for them to release this airplane without finishing the other one, I think that's going to piss a lot of people off. But
Let's look around in development. Let's see, what do we have? Ah, the 330?
yeah, it's the 330,
The 330.
340. It's been in prologue for a lot of years.
I have seen this one in screenshots, and I always thought it looked good from the outside.
Yeah, from the outside, yeah. From the
'Cause-
inside, it needs some texture work.
I'm assuming systems aren't, fully there, but
They're quite good. They've come a
nice.
long way.
Ooh, yeah, that doesn't look so.
No. No.
Yeah, not so good. Not so good. That's nice. Ooh. Cool. Well, definitely one to check out. The Bulldog V2. I'll be looking at that one. I'll be scooping that one up. You'll see me flying that one probably this week. So thank you for that, Mr. Rob Skip. Awesome submission. Moving on. Q400 Cockpit Sound Immersion released. This story submitted by Mr. LiveSparks.
It's good. I don't have it, but they released a 737 sound pack a few months ago. A lot of people loved it. A lot of people bought it. Top chart on Sim Market, and this one is as well, like Q400 sound pack. And those sound packs are for cockpit sounds.
Yeah, it's internal
outside.
sounds only. Yeah. So
Exactly. And
this Mr. Predrag started putting these together, and I know him very well. I can say that the guy is very meticulous, very detail oriented. If he's put half as much effort into these sounds as he does his screenshots, they're gonna be amazing. I have not gotten to experience them yet myself, the sound packs, because I don't frequently fly these planes. Although he did offer, and I thank you for that, Mr. Predrag. But I would love to hear some feedback. If any of you out there have tried this package yet, please leave some comments in the chat below. This is pretty awesome. It's nice to see people fresh to the field, kind of coming in and making sound packs, because most aircraft that I have, the first thing I do is go look for a custom sound pack. I want that real sound.
yeah, it makes a lot of changes in most cases. The video is very good. This video, it's a 10-minute video, and it shows pretty much all the sounds that there are to hear. And it's a very good, very, very good. A lot of details.
Ooh,
It's wonderful.
every click.
Yeah, every click.
Ooh.
Yes.
So the 737 pack's amazing. It's really good.
Oh, you've got it.
The 737 pack, yeah.
Nice.
And there's something in. I have the TFDI 717, and I found that the sounds of the clicks of the gauge and knobs and switches, they reflect how we perceive the solidity of the airplane.
Yes.
I don't know if you know what I mean, but if you
I
click
do.
something and it sounds bassy and it sounds like solid, you're like, I'm in a concrete airplane.
It's more real. For sure, dude.
Yeah, it's a real-
For sure. It's more real.
One other thing of note too is he just doesn't release. He also updates. He updated the 737.
Oh, that's so good to know. Nice.
Yeah.
Because I have been burned on some sound packs as well. I've purchased sound packs, and they, either the sound levels are way off, which I know he put a lot of attention to, is the sound levels. But the sound levels are way off, or the loops are too
repetitive.
repetitive. They're too easy to kind of make them out. And there are no updates. I've even tried writing to developer, and there's no feedback on it at all. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
there are very few player in this ballpark this time.
Yeah.
They've all been there for the Flight Sim 2006 era, and now they're all gone. It's good to have some of them back in the game.
All right, and last topic in the top stories this week. This one submitted by Mr. B. Crawley 57. Xplane 11 Steam release date announced. What do you have, Mr. B?
Oh yeah, well, I started using Xplane 11 last week in anger for the first time, and I am so impressed with it. The value that you get for your dollars for that program is just unbelievable. The quality is stunning. It's under constant improvement, and to see it moving now from what has been a reasonably long beta into a final version, and no doubt there'll be further improvements with that. Very exciting times. Not sure if I want it on the Steam platform, and I don't know if they're going to be taking it out of beta in the direct purchase or not yet. I would assume they will be soon. But I'm simply blown away with Xplane 11 at the minute. I've never used Xplane before last week, and I am thrilled to bits, and I'm currently streaming it daily at the moment.
Oh man, that's some feedback right there, dude. What do you think too, Spuggy? You've had Xplane for a while.
Yeah, I transitioned from Xplane 10 to 11 when it came out. I jumped straight into it when the beta came out, and it's gone from strength to strength. And once again, as Mr. B says, I'm going to be also streaming it this week. I'm going to be flying through Australia from. Can't bloody remember the name of the place now.
Alice Springs, yeah.
Alice Springs, yes, Alice Springs, yeah. Up to Uluru, with full ortho scenery, and it blows me out of the water the performance you get out of it, and the availability of freeware is just phenomenal. It really is. I mean, custom planes, custom sceneries, custom buildings, and it's all free on the org store. 99% of it is anyway. It's definitely a platform to definitely look at in the future.
I loaded it up last Tuesday, I think it was, expecting default quality scenery as I flew the default plane around the UK. I kid you not, the scenery is payware quality, and it is absolutely stunning. The C172 is an absolutely stunning plane. It looks great, flies great. The plugins that are available are immense. I pulled down a small file, got my plugin. All my CTEC panels work straight out the box with this plugin. I downloaded Mr. X's San Francisco. Stunning quality, unbelievable quality, free of charge. You spend $60 and you've got an ORBX quality simulator there, you know, or whatever the cost is. It's stunning.
I'm having some issues still. Xplane 10 had a lot of fatal flaws. This one definitely has less of them. There are still some deal breaker for me. Like the lack of reflections on the runways, and the water still looks awful for me, and the clouds and the weather system. But I'm
still not a fan of the clouds.
No,
yeah,
I have to say the water textures have got better. They're not as stripy. They're still not perfect.
Yeah,
they're still not perfect, but they are definitely better.
But they're working. They are a small team as well, and they're working non-stop on improving it, and it's definitely moving in the right direction. And look at that picture. It's incredible. The reflections that they worked on is incredible. They worked on a new particle system that's, I guess, not out yet, but that signifies the entry of us FSFX packages into Xplane at some point. I really like this sim. I like where it's going. It still has some fatal flaws, just like P3D has, and it's moving forward. It's moving forward, definitely.
Cool, man.
I mean, I'm your ultimate P3D fan, as you all know, and I went back to P3D for a flight yesterday from Xplane, and I was disappointed going back.
Did it feel heavy? Did it feel like bulky or heavy or compared to
Xplane?
No, P3D
Oh, yeah,
compared to Xplane.
With P3D at the minute, all
Bloated?
I'm doing is flying my system. I'm not flying the planes anymore. We're hitting the brick wall with a 32-bit, and it's, you know, and I've not been enjoying it because of that fact. You try and tune your machine ready to make a flight in P3D, and then you get that awful gong noise telling you that you're just about to run out of memory. As soon as that wall's gone and we are able to actually fly the aircraft and not the simulator, I think you know, P3D will go back up there. But at the moment, for me, Xplane 11's on top.
Man, nice, dude, nice. Well, keep us in the loop with your new love affair.
Streaming daily, 9:30 UK time.
There you go. Worth mentioning this week, got quite a few things in this category. These are the items that didn't necessarily make top news. They could be releases, they could be updates, they could be things you missed. In this case, the top one is something you missed. The Milviz 50% off everything sale. That included their newest releases as well, which is really cool, and most developers don't do that. That was awesome. I'm sad I missed it. I didn't buy a single plane, and I wanted to.
I took advantage of it, and I got that little military sort of miniature Hercules. I forget the name of it.
That's what I wanted to get. The
I got that.
Bobcat?
$9, man, you know.
Ah, yeah, the Bobcat,
Sparky
right?
had just streamed it the previous day.
Man. Yeah, I missed
Is
out
it
on
the
that
Bobcat,
one. Sure.
Sparky? Yeah?
Oh, it's the airlifter.
Oh, the airlift. I already have that one.
Yeah,
I already have that one.
yeah.
I thought you meant the Bobcat, the vintage one. I wanted a Bobcat. I wanted a couple of them, but I missed out. So, oh well. And I'm the one who posted that. Sheesh. Omaha. That's a American football reference, by the way. One of the quarterbacks would say that. Tropical Sim releases Epley Field. This is outside of Omaha. Great looking scenery. Go and check that out by Tropical Sim. Posted by bcrawley57. The ORBX libraries have been updated. All you need to do is launch your sim. You'll get an update message. It looks like it's in preparation for Innsbruck, yeah, which was rumored for this past weekend, but didn't happen.
You don't launch a sim for that. You launch FTX Central 3. The sim will do your object flow.
The sim
update,
does object flow.
But your library update is Central 3.
There you go, FTX Central 3. Also posted by Mr. bcrawley57. Aerosoft Mega Airport Rome updated to 1.03. And last but not least, a new perk for Gold Club patrons. All my sim and add-on settings. All of them. For every third-party add-on I use, it's all there. Head on over if you're a Gold Card patron. If you're not and you're interested, now you know where to get everything. So head over to that. That's all we have for this show, folks. It was a nice, perfect, almost exactly 1 hour.
Yes.
It's not bad.
Not
Can I
bad
go
at
back
all.
to bed now?
Folks, we hope you join us next week as we run out of fingers to call our episodes out and we go into episode 11. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, Sky Fives.
Sky 5.
63, climb maintain 13 down.
13,000, Tempo 63.
463, contact the New York Center 128.3.